the kind of knowledge sharing which has happened, and I think the networking is amazing. I think the kind of the people who has been gathered over here from the different variety industries, I think it was good.
Thank you so much. I mean that has been the crux of this event, to gather all the GCC leaders under one roof. Hi, you're watching the mainstream. I am Simran Shiwalkar, your host for today, and we are in Delhi witnessing the latest edition of GCC Converge Summit and Awards 2025, brought to you by the mainstream and presented by Airtel Business. I have with me Mr. Gaurav Jain from EXA. Firstly, Mr. Jain, thank you so much for being a part of this summit and joining us today.
Thank you for inviting for this.
Absolutely, the pleasure is totally ours. That being said, let's lead with your experience. Can you tell us how today's event has been in terms of the panels and the discussions?
It was amazing. I think I was not expecting, I will be very truthful to you, but I think it went very well, and I was very happy with the kind of sessions we have over there, the kind of knowledge sharing which has happened, and I think the networking is amazing. I think the kind of the people who has been gathered over here from the different variety industries, I think it was good.
Thank you so much. I mean that has been the crux of this event, to gather all the GCC leaders under one roof. That being said, you've also kind of driven a panel on redefining workspaces. Today, the expectation of employees from workspaces has kind of elevated and it's become more prominent than before. How are you responding to that?
I think I've been discussing in my session as well. The expectation of employees is absolutely right. I think because what has happened in the past is most of the GCC center has been considered as in cost-cutting measures only.
Correct.
Now the world has changed, and the expectation from the GCC is to provide the value in terms, and that's why the most important thing is that we will provide a workspace for the employees which will give them a freedom to do an innovation. Earlier it was only a kind of a 4x2 of workspace or maybe a desk where they can work and they can do tick, but now it's more of what they can do as an innovation, what they can deliver as terms of value to their customers and to our customers obviously, and that is the reason that now the workspace has played a very important role. And as I explained in my session as well, in EXA there are three basic pillars which we really use. One is the human well-being. We have to take care of their health and everything, and that's why we create a culture and environment where they will really enjoy working over it. Then the second part is obviously inclusion, which includes gender inclusion, cultural inclusion, which includes many of the things. Inclusion is not restricted to one particular part. And the most important thing is sustainability. So we are happy to say that Pune we have an office where it's more close to nature, and where we have plantations and even the waterfalls within the office premise itself, and give them a feeling that they are very close to the nature.
Wonderful. I think that kind of sums it up very well. Like you just said, innovation, inclusion and sustainability has become a core theme now when we talk about GCCs. How does the future of GCC workplace look like when you envision it from a leader's perspective? Say in the next 5 to 10 years, how do you see these offices actually being a space, more than for people who are just kind of leading an operation?
I think one of the important things which is still not there up to the mark is tier 2, tier 3. The companies have started opening offices in tier 2, tier 3, but still it's not up to that level. Personally believe that in next 5 to 10 years, we will going to see the big change in terms of people working from close to their homes, which is in tier 2, tier 3 or maybe tier 4 as well, and companies opening more and more offices over there for the GCC centers and need not to come to the metros and spending a lot. So I think it works both ends, in terms of saving first cost for the companies, because ultimately opening offices in tier 2, 3 and 4 will be cheaper, much cheaper. And for employees as well, when they come to the metros, they have to spend a lot in terms of their housing, in terms of their fooding and everything, and traveling as well. But when they are close to their homes, it will be lesser expenditure, their expectation will be lesser, the quality of the work would be better. Even in today's world, if you look at most of the GCC centers, if they are really going to analyze, 40 to 50% of the employees are coming from tier 2 and tier 3.
Right.
So that means the work strength and the quality of the work is there already in tier 2 and tier 3. So probably next 5 to 10 years, what I see is that going to shift in terms of opening more offices, more workplaces in tier 2, tier 3, and even in tier 4, and the employees are getting jobs near to their homes.
Absolutely. I think those gaps will definitely be filled in the coming futures. And there is a lot more to, think about when we talk about GCCs. But thank you so much for sharing your insights today and joining us as well.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.